Hi, I'm Sally, and today I'm going to take you through a short spinal articulation sequence to help keep the spine moving freely. So just start by coming to the top of the mat, and you're just going to bring yourself all the way down into a basic crook position. So you want to start by having the feet facing forwards, and the knees and hips are in alignment. And just walk the feet a little bit closer towards you if possible. Good. You're just going to rest the arms at the side of the body, palms facing up, and just allow the spine to settle into a nice neutral position. Broaden into the chest and the shoulders, and tuck the chin in slightly, so you're just lengthening out the back of the neck. Good. So this is our starting position. It's the position that we're going to start to move from. And we're just going to begin to roll up and down the spine, just moving with the breath. So breathe in to prepare. And as you breathe out, you're going to press strongly through the feet, tuck the tailbone under, and begin to roll up the spine, just lifting through each and every vertebra in the correct order, coming into a gentle back bend. Breathe in at the top of the lift, and as you breathe out, begin to roll all the way back down, just rolling from the upper back, the mid back, the lower back, and tailbone last. We're going to do that 2 more times. So breathing in, and as you breathe out, press strongly through the feet, tuck the tailbone under, keep the tuck under so that you feel it in the upper back and not the lower back. As you roll all the way up towards the ceiling, so you're lifting the ribs, the chest up towards the ceiling. As you breathe in, feel the ribs expand at the top of the lift, and as you breathe out, you're going to begin to roll all the way back down, just moving through each and every segment of the spine in the correct order. Good, we're going to do this 1 more time. So breathing in, as you breathe out, begin to roll up the spine, just checking in that the knees are staying nice and level, so you don't want to allow them to roll out to the sides at all. Good, just bringing yourself into a gentle back bend, and as you breathe out, rolling all the way back down. Good. So as you feel your tailbone connect to the ground, just draw the knees in towards the chest, one at a time, hug around the knees and gently roll from side to side. So you're just easing out the lower back 1 more time before moving on from here. Good. And now allow the soles of the feet to come back to the ground, and this time we're going to take the arms wide to their shoulder height, and just walk the feet a little bit closer towards the edges of the mat. The knees are staying bent, and we're just going to begin to mobilize the lower back from here. So breathing in, and as you breathe out, you're going to allow the knees to roll over towards the right side. Good, just turning the lower back, then the shoulders are staying relaxed. Breathing in, draw the knees back to center, and as you breathe out, the knees roll all the way towards the left. Good. We're going to continue with this movement. So breathing in, knees come to center. As you breathe out, the knees nice and gently roll all the way towards the right. Good. Breathing in, knees back to center, and breathing out, knees go towards the left. Again, the shoulders are still nice and relaxed into the mat beneath you. Good. And bringing the knees back to center once more. Good. Draw the knees back in towards the chest, hug around the knees, and gently rock from side to side again. So we're just lengthening out the lower back and just easing out any tension that you created anywhere in the lumbar. Good. So now we're just going to come into some lumbar flexion from here. So we're going to start to lengthen out the lower back, and we're going to come on and off the stretch to help to encourage the area to relax and release. So as you breathe in, just allow the knees to move away from you, coming off the stretch. And as you breathe out, start to draw the knees in towards the chest until you feel a stretch in your lower back. And let's do that 2 more times. So breathing in, the knees move away from you. And as you breathe out, drawing the knees in towards the chest. Good. And let's do that 1 final time. Breathing in, knees move away from you. And breathing out, knees towards the chest. And for a deeper stretch, maybe draw the nose up towards the knees, really increasing the stretch along the spine. And relaxing the head of the back of the head down again once more. Good. So now you're going to take hold of the back of the legs, and you're going to start to roll up and down the spine. So staying in a nice tight ball as you go, just rolling up and down the spine a few times. So you're really massaging into the soft tissue of the spine as you go, eventually coming all the way up into a seated position. Good. And you really want to lengthen into the spine here, and you're keeping the feet, the knees and hips in alignment still. And we're just going to bring some rotation into the thoracic spine. So as you breathe in, really start to deepen and lengthen the spine, and as you breathe out, you're just going to rotate all the way around towards the right. So you're turning the ribs, the chest towards the right. Breathing in as you bring yourself back to center, and breathing out, rotating towards the left, getting a beautiful rotation in the thoracic spine. Breathing in, coming back to center, one more time on each side. So breathing out, rotating towards the right, keeping the knees level. Breathing in, back to center, final time, breathing out all the way towards the left. Good, and coming back to center once more. So now we're just going to take the spine in some lateral flexion. So we're just taking the spine in all the different movements that it's able to make in all the different directions. So this time the left hand's coming down beside you for support. As you breathe in, you're going to reach and extend the right arm up towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, begin to hinge all the way over towards the left. Keep the shoulder nice and relaxed away from the ear. Good. Breathing in, coming back to center. And breathing out as you reach up and over towards the right. Good. We're going to do that once more on each side. So breathing into center. Breathing out as you reach the right hand up and over. So you're going to feel some space being created between the ribs. Breathing in, back to center. Final time, breathing out as you reach up and over all the way towards the right. Good. And bringing the hand back down beside you. And then you're just going to allow the knees to gently rock from side to side. Good. So just moving in a way that feels good for you. So just preparing the body for moving on. Really nice. So from here, just take the knees out towards the side, rolling over the knees. You're going to bring yourself a little bit further to the back of the mat so you've got some space in front of you. You're going to spread your fingers nice and wide, middle finger facing forwards. Your wrists are directly below the shoulders. The knees are directly below the hips. And we're going to articulate the spine a little bit further with our cat-cow. And the movement starts at the pelvis. So as you breathe in, you're going to lift the tailbone, arch the spine, lift the chest, lift the gaze. And as you breathe out, tuck the tailbone under, round from the lower back, the mid-back, the upper back, tucking the chin in towards the chest. And again, breathing in as you lift the tailbone, roll up the spine, lift the chest, lift the gaze. And as you breathe out, tucking the tailbone under, rounding, flexing, stretching into the spine as you tuck your chin in towards your chest. Good. And again, breathing in as you lift the tailbone, roll up the spine, lifting the chest, lifting the gaze. And as you breathe out, tucking the tailbone under, rounding the spine, tucking the chin to chest. So you can really start to create some space between all the vertebrae of the spine. Good. And then bringing yourself back into a neutral position. And we're just going to come into some more rotation of the thoracic spine to really start freeing up some of that restricted area. So we're going to come into our thread the needle. So you're going to start by pressing through the right palm, and as you do so, you're going to inhale and extend the left arm up towards the ceiling. So you're turning the ribs and the chest towards the left, keeping the hips level. And as you breathe out, you're threading the left arm all the way underneath the right side, bringing the left side of the head towards the mat. And 2 more times. So breathing in, pressing through the right palm as you extend the left arm up towards the ceiling, and breathing out, threading it all the way underneath the right side. Good. And let's do that 1 more time. So breathing in, reaching the left arm up towards the ceiling, and breathing out, threading it through. And this time allow the left side of the head to come to the ground, and walking the right fingertips forwards as you get this lovely rotation through the thoracic spine. Good. So just relaxing the left arm on the mat, on the floor, and just breathing deeply into the upper back, to really bringing the awareness into that part of the body. Good. 1 more breath here. And then walking the right hand back towards you. Press through the right palm, extend the left arm up towards the ceiling, breathing in and breathing out, bringing the hand back down towards the mat. Good. And we're going to do that on the other side. So this time breathing in, extend the right arm up towards the ceiling, and as you breathe out, threading it all the way underneath the left side, the right side of the head's coming towards the mat. It might not reach, and that's okay. Breathing in, extend the right arm back up towards the ceiling, and breathing out as you thread it all the way underneath the left side. Good. And let's do that 1 more time. So breathing in, extending the right arm up, turn the ribs, the chest towards the right, and breathing out, threading it through. And this time maybe allowing the right side of the head to rest on the mat underneath you. The right arm, the back of the right arm and hand is completely relaxed on the mat. And if you wish to feel it a bit deeper, you can walk the left fingertips towards the top of the mat. Good. And just relaxing, resting into this position, and really deepening and lengthening the breath. So really encouraging the body to relax and let go. Really nice. 1 more breath here. can then begin to walk the left fingertips back towards you, pressing through the left arm as you reach the right arm all the way up towards the ceiling and relaxing it back down. Good. So we're back in our tabletop position, and from here walking the hands forwards and lowering the hips to the mat so you can come all the way down towards the ground. You're going to bring the feet together. The pelvis is going to stay nice and grounded. The forearms are just resting on the mat in front of you, maybe an inch or two in front of the shoulders, so you've got a little bit more space. And we're going to come into some thoracic extension now. So we're starting to lengthen out the upper back. So you're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, begin to press into the forearms as you lift the sternum away from the mat. The lower ribs want to stay connected to the mat so that you're not causing any compression in the lower back. So bringing the awareness to the upper part of your spine and really start to lengthen into that area by lifting the sternum, lifting the collarbones. Really nice. Start to externally rotate the shoulders back and down away from you just to release tension from around the neck, the shoulders, and relaxing the forehead back to the mat. Good. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in. As you breathe out, pressing through the forearms, lifting the sternum away from the mat. Really get some space in the upper back, and you're really creating some internal space in the front of the body as well. Good. Breathing deeply and relaxing the forehead all the way back down to the mat. Bring the hands to rest underneath the shoulders. You're going to draw the navel in so you're nice and engaged through the torso as you roll over the knees and send the hips all the way back to the heels, coming into an extended child pose position. So you're reaching forward through the arms and back through the tailbone as you really start to create some length and space along the spine. Good. And once again, deepening and lengthening the breath. You're decompressing the spine. Really nice. One more breath here. And then we're just going to take it into a side bend before we come to an end of this session, this sequence. So breathing in, and as you breathe out, you're going to keep the hips on the heels and walk the hands over towards the right side. So you're walking the hands, the upper body, the arms, the torso towards the right. So you're going to feel a really lovely deep stretch through the left side of the body. Good. On your next in-breath, walking the hands back to center. And as you breathe out, walking the hands all the way towards the left side. Really reaching the right hand over towards the left. So you get a nice stretch in the lower back as well. Good. And final time, walking the hands back to center. Resting back in your child pose. And you may wish to stay here as long as it feels comfortable to do so. Good, and then to come out of it, when you feel ready, just walk the hands back towards you, and you can carry on with the rest of the day. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it.